Hi guys, this should be a simple little project, but the way things have been going for my projects recently, we never know. This little clock kit I assembled probably a few years back now. It runs off a 5-volt supply, so I cut up a USB lead and we can run it off a power bank like that. Normally I leave it plugged straight into a USB socket. I can't remember why I made such a short lead, and that is quite a problem now, because where I want to put it, I want a longer lead on it. So I've been going through my stock. I've got this one that has seen better days. So the first thing we're going to do is cut that plug off there and check which way round the wires are for positive and negative, because there's not much point doing this and wiring it up the wrong way round. This is one of those power banks that switches off when it isn't having much power drawn from it. So you have to keep pressing the button. Right, let's have a look. This is a nice lead. It's shrouded, which we don't actually need for this purpose, but yeah, it's got wire shrouding and then a foil inner lining. And then we got the 4 wires. Hopefully, we just want the red and the black, and hopefully the red and the black are the right way round. Let's just cut that little bit off as well. So what I will do is strip the ends of them off, get my meter, and have a look. Not plugged into anything at the moment. Right, I'll get my meter and we'll set it up and check. Well, that is positive. Well, positive and negative. Yeah, the red wire is the positive, the black wire is the negative, and you'll see it's just switched itself off. Interesting, it doesn't go right down to 0 volts, it sort of hangs around 2 volts when it's off. I'll just press that button, we're back on again, and there we are, 5 volts. So I can safely put those wires into there and it'll run. It also has a little button itself to retain the voltage, retain the power, retain the time when the power is disconnected, which is a handy little feature, because a lot of these little circuits, when you disconnect them, they are off. Right, so I'll just screw that in there and that should be job done. I've tidied it up. I cut the green and the white wires to different lengths so they can't possibly make contact. And then we've sealed it all under a bit of heat shrink tubing. So now it should be safe. Oh, we'll terminate it first. Whoa, hang on a minute. Whoa, 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 Grandad. I think I better check which way round battery and earth are on the old lead, because that red and black are the reverse. You see underneath, black is going to plus and red is going to ground. So I would guess I checked this before and found those ones were wired the wrong way round. Right, where's my meter? Oh, I'm glad I double checked. That's interesting. I had it in the back of my mind there was something funny about this. Right, that's the one that's marked with a plus. That's the one that's marked with a minus. Yes. So, on that lead, the red is the negative and the black is the positive. Brilliant. I'll just bring that up again in case you missed it. See, the one that the black's going into is marked positive, and the one that the red is going into is marked ground. I must have checked that, realised they were the wrong way round, and wired it accordingly, not by colour. Because it always pays to check on these USB leads. They don't seem to follow what we would expect them to follow. So we will put the red one to the plus. You can't see this, can you? My hands are in the way. Let's try and do it so you can see it. I've actually put a bit of solder on the wires there to hold them together so they don't spread when we're terminating. Okay, that's good and tight. So plug that into there, and it's working. And we got a, what's that? That's about a meter lead on it. Because what I want to do is sit this one on top of my computer terminal, along with the other ones, and run it off the USB supply that I've got underneath the terminal. And probably 3D print a little frame for it so it can sit on there without falling over. I love that timing out. Yeah. There's only one control on here, just that one button to cycle through setting the time. I won't do that now, that was on the original video. I'll put a link to the build video in the video description. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.